Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. How are you? How are you? It is about 8:15, 8:20, somewhere in there. I'm headed over to the hospital for physical therapy. And then, when I'm done there, run back by the house for a minute, and then I've got to go to Newport Richie. Today's lung scan day. We'll see how that goes. I just didn't realize that when I let them schedule me today for physical therapy, I had the other one to do also. But it's okay. Let me get all put together here. A little chilly this morning. It's not as bad as it's been. But it's a little chill. I don't even know what the temperature is this morning. It's not bad though. Let's see if we can get the temperature up. I gotta take these locks off my phone. I hate that. They take so long. Like this one. I just told it to unlock and didn't know. And I hate doing this when I'm driving down the road. We'll see. 48 degrees. So that's not as bad as it's been. Last night wasn't too bad. Actually, I left the door on the sliders open for the babies so they could come and go. But when I got up this morning, I had to turn the heat on a little bit to take the chill out of the house. But it wasn't bad at all. I didn't get up here going, oh, I'm freezing. Wasn't like that at all, so we're good. I'm just not feeling this today. Yesterday, I worked in that guest room. I busted my ass. And I found most of my Christmas stuff I needed. It was all in the closet in there. Because I was pulling everything out, you know. Going through it because I couldn't remember what I put in that closet. So, yeah, I'm busting my rear end in there. I got a few little things to tie up. And that project is done, and that was a project. And I have all my Christmas stuff now sitting in my dining room trying to keep the cats out of it. So, and I talked to Chris. I think I'm going to get the big window cling for a tree to put on the slider. And then I'll line it with lights. This year, that's all I'm going to do for a tree. Because these little ones, they're really, really rambunctious. I'm telling you. I need to get over here. Let me over. Yeah, they're slowing down. I can't complain, you know, for all the older they are. But they're still ready to get into things. This morning, I took all my pills and put them in my little cup like I do every morning. Sat it down and went out to say something to my husband. I come back and I didn't pay attention. I was going to the kitchen to warm up my coffee. And I always look around. I'm a looker. Down, up, over, everywhere I go, I'm looking. And I see a couple pills on the floor and I'm like, ah, shit, that fast? Well, yeah, that fast. So I went back over to where I left it. I thought I hid it behind my coffee cup and stuff, but sure enough, it was gone, and the rest of the pills were all over the floor. So, yeah, they're just still a little too much into things, and I'm going to choose wisely what I'm going to use for Christmas decorations, too. It's probably going to be all things up high where they can't get to them. Like, I always take my pictures off the wall and wrap them like presents, and things like that. So I'm going to do that. From the breakfast bar, I hang things. I just can't hang it as low this year because they'll have it. And then the rest is just, you know, tablecloths and pillows, Christmas pillows, and things like that. And it's going to be just, you know, Chris and I and John and, you know, if friends stop in, because we're doing Christmas at my daughter's since we're doing Thanksgiving at my house. But I want to have it all decorated for Christmas. You know, the table, the Christmas chair covers, all that kind of stuff for Thanksgiving. So I have a lot of work to do, but it's okay. It keeps me busy. I'm getting projects done. I really wanted to get to that bedroom because for the last year, I have just been using it for storage. Open the door, put this in there, open the door. The beds were covered with linens and rugs, and I still have my nephew's Christmas presents from last year. Yeah. I guess he'll get them this year with this year's presents. Maybe. I don't know. I'll just keep stacking them up. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm going to work on my menu when I get home. I think I'm going to make the smaller turkey that I got for $6 and change at Winn-Dixie because I spent $20. I'm going to make that for the boys. And I've got everything else I need except for the scallops, and I'm just not finding any scallops that are making me jump up and down, you know. So we'll see. Well, she looks a little old to be going to school, or is it just the way she's dressed? She got real low. If her shirt was any lower, you know what would be, and blossoms would be showing. I can't believe the way they let kids dress at school now. I don't know how these boys can keep attention long enough to learn to graduate. But it is what it is, guys, and there's nothing my mouth can do about it. So, you know, I comment and mention, and that's about it. And I'm over it. So, yeah, anyhow, I have to drive all the way down to Newport Richey. I have to be there at noon. I'm just not feeling it. But it's easy. It's CT, you know. You just lay there and they zoom the thing back and forth, back and forth. So, that was weird. People are putting up their Christmas decorations really, really early. Chris and I saw them the other night when we were coming through here, but I just noticed somebody took and put archways across the public sidewalk in front of their house. Probably looks pretty lit up, you know. So I don't know what we're going to do for lights this year. I don't know if Chris is going to get the permanent lights and get them up, because they're quite costly. Or just put up my regular. I got shit tons of Christmas lights. Once he puts them permanent lights up, them Christmas lights are going to be rolled up, tied up, and go in a yard sale. I got so much stuff to put in a yard sale. I just got to get caught up on things so I can do the yard sale. Get, you know, I got a lot of good stuff, a lot of nice stuff. A lot of it's bought brand new and never used, got set aside or something, got forgot. Yeah. And of course I have, you know, my t-shirts and aprons and some jewelry, earrings and things. Some of them I made. But yeah, I got a lot of that kind of stuff. I just need to thin out, you know. So anyhow, that's the way today's going. It's a beautiful day. It's Friday. The sun is shining. You're listening to my yap. We all woke up. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful, beautiful day. It certainly is. It was nice this morning. I got a couple hours sleep last night, and when I came out of the bedroom to check on the cats, because I didn't fall asleep. I didn't let myself fall asleep last night in the chair or on the couch. I got up and went to bed, and they had my glasses that were laying on the dining room table and the case on the floor. The glasses out of the case, of course. Other than that, it wasn't bad. Wasn't bad at all. They did really good. But they're learning, you know. Water bottle. When they're doing something they're not supposed to. They learn real fast. I got stuck, you know. You know how when you have to burp and you just burp. Well, I don't have that capacity anymore without the diaphragm to push on the stomach, to push up the air, to do it. It's hard. And it's like it's stuck there and there's nothing I can do. Yeah. I know I look like I'm probably choking or something, but no, I'm just trying to get that moving. Anyhow, guys, cup of the day says, no one will ever be as entertained by us as us. And that's true. At least I know for my husband and I. We can get to cracking up, acting like kids, and having a good time. What the hell was that? Great big old tall guy, about 7 foot tall, with a black cowboy hat and a green neon striped vest, walking down the road. That's interesting. A little more traffic out this morning, although it's not bad. Here, I'll flip it around. You can see it's and it's school time. But this is the way it should be. There for a while, traffic was horrible. I would have had to leave an hour and 10 minutes to take a 25-minute drive, over to the hospital. And I'm not even sure it takes me that long. But yeah, this is just beautiful today. So anyhow, that's where we're at. That's what we're doing. Babies are all good. I took Mary Willow to bed with me last night to see how she was going to do. And she kept wanting to go over and lay on Chris. And I had to keep pulling her back. So finally she decided she was going to curl up in the crook of my legs. And went to sleep. So then I dozed off. And about 4:30, 5 o'clock, I got up to go use the litter box myself. And she was sitting at the end of the bed. She just looked at me and went, meow, meow. So I picked her up and put her out. But she did good. She didn't get into anything that I could see. So that was good. I want to get them used, each one of them used to them, where they can come in there and not get into things. So I don't have to keep the door closed all the time. Yeah. I like that it's cat hair free in there. I love that. But, I walk in there with cat hair on me. I know I do. Chris goes in there. That's what I do with my life anyhow all day long, is clean up cat hair. So, but I just want them to get used to, they can go in there and lay on the bed if they want. They don't have to jump around and get on dressers. And so that's my plan. We'll see how it works. I'm just checking out the scenery, guys. Right here by this school. So anyhow, y'all, I love you. I hope y'all have a beautiful day. It's early. Do something for you. Take some time for you. I will when I get home, because that's how it fits into my day, my schedule. And take care of yourself. And know how important you are, because you're so important. You're very important. So anyhow, y'all, I love you. Thanks for stopping. Please push my buttons. It keeps me here, and I appreciate that. It gives me a reason, to know that people are just interested in my life. So anyhow, I'll be back later, guys, before I get too melancholy here. And have a beautiful morning. Have some coffee. Put your feet up. I'll see you in a bit.